Coach Rear, fantastic job this weekend picking up some quality wins. What do victories against a conference rival like St. Norbert mean to you and the program, especially with you in your first year as head coach?
Well, for the program, it's a huge step to take forward, and I didn't realize the numbers until after the fact, that Norbert's hadn't lost a conference series since like '06, and we hadn't taken a series from them since like '03. So, I wasn't really hung up on the numbers like that, but, kind of after the fact and seeing that stuff, it's been a pretty big deal around here. I've got a lot of emails from some folks and some alumni, so, it's nice to realize that there's people out there that are paying attention, and it was a good win for our guys, and it builds a lot of confidence. And the thing I told the guys is, as soon as we got done with the third win on Sunday, that they rose the bar. The bar has now been set a lot higher. The expectations are there. It's not like we're just going to walk out on the field and make it happen. We've got to go out there and do that day in and day out, game in and game out now. So the expectations are a little bit higher, but it was a great win for our guys, and I really hope they enjoyed it. But we got a lot of work to do to continue to improve from this point forward.
You guys had some fantastic pitching performances during that series. Just talk a little bit about that.
And baseball in general, it's a game of pitching and defense, and if you get pitching and defense, you're going to be in every game. It's not guaranteed that you're going to win everyone, but looking at the three pitching performances that we got from Brian Jones, Tyler Robers, and Kevin Deneen on the weekend, they did a fabulous job, and from day one, we've been trying to preach to these guys that we've got to get ahead in the count. We want to make quality pitches early in the count and then work from in front, and that's exactly what those three guys did this weekend. They got ahead of hitters, worked from in front, and made good quality pitches. And defensively, we made the plays behind them for the most part. So it's a pretty good combination. Obviously, from an offensive standpoint, we're not lighting the world on fire, but we're getting enough, at least this weekend, we got enough runs just to make them stand up. So,
just touch a little bit on Tyler Robers. What have you liked from him so far?
Tyler Robers is a workhorse, and he's a grinder. From day one when I got on campus, when we started practice this fall, it's carried through his winter workouts. He's been a leader. He's been a team captain for us. He'll do anything I ask of him. It really sets a great example for the rest of the pitching staff, the rest of the entire roster, with the way he goes about his business and really his work ethic. And so he's earned everything that he's gotten. He's worked up to this point to get to that point. And like I said with the pitching, it's all about him. He's able to throw multiple pitches for strikes. He throws the ball down in the zone and makes it real tough on hitters. So he's been great so far, and I imagine he's just going to continue that throughout the rest of the season, hopefully. So.
And you mentioned some improvements that need to be made, and you guys had a little reality check the other night. Talk about some of those improvements to keep on building for the future.
And some people make the excuse that we're young. If you look at our starting position players, 8 of the 9 starting position players are freshmen or sophomores. So there's a little bit of that inconsistency factor that goes along with being young like that. But I'm getting sick of making that excuse. We're almost halfway through our season, so those sophomores have gotten in a full year and a half of college baseball. The freshmen have gotten their feet wet. So those are kind of some of the struggles. It's just from a consistency standpoint and bringing the same effort day in and day out. So, we came off the emotional high of taking 3 or 4 from St. Norbert's, and then last night went and played a good Wisconsin Lutheran program, but came out on the short end 4-3, and it was kind of that, almost that hangover effect from the big 3-game series and coming back out and playing on Tuesday. But again, we continue to get better, and as long as we learn from that, going into this weekend series against Lawrence, hopefully we can get back up for the conference season and continue to have some success in the Midwest Conference.
All right, Coach, thank you, and good luck the rest of the year.
I appreciate it.